Welcome folks, one and all, to the start of a brand new Let's Play, that being Discworld, based on the novels by Terry Pratchett, God rest his soul. I got to thinking, I've played 2 Japanese RPGs, 1 Western RPG, and a Japanese horror game, so I thought, why not unwind with a nice, slow, comfortable point-and-click adventure game, one that's packed full of humour and moon logic to keep us entertained. This is the PC version. There is a PlayStation version, but I'm not playing that one because the cursor moves slow as snails and the loading times are awful. So, this version that I'm playing is an emulated version of the DOS version of the game. There are 3 games in the Discworld series. This is the first one, loosely based on the book Guards, where the City Watch are tasked with hunting down a dragon. But instead of playing as them, we're going to be playing as Rincewind, pictured here alongside his trusty luggage and death. So, I have the subtitles on so you can read what everybody's saying. Sound control, I've turned the music down. It should be playing over the title screen here, but for some reason it isn't. I have the sound effect and the voices turned to full blast so we can hear everything clearly. But either way, let's get on with it. So yeah, there's Rincewind, the hero of the game, in huge quotation marks.
The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you!
This is the version of the game that I could get running the most smoothly. We are going to get a few sound glitches. I'll re-edit the ones that I can, but no promises. Okay, so that fly that wandered into our room earlier has now become our cursor. So basic controls: right click to examine things, double click to use them, left click to move, single left click to move Rincewind around. Like so. Okay, so if we can examine things, let's take a look at the bed.
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient.
Yeah, expect Rincewind's lines to be full of sarcasm. Every single one. Okay. Well, it seems Rincewind has a diploma. So how good is he at magic, really?
Unseen University. Thermaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Okay, so Rincewind is rubbish at magic. Yeah, in the books he's got this one spell in his head that prevents him from learning any other magic. But either way, he's rubbish at it. I mean, thaumaturgy in Discworld is just basic magic manipulation. Magic is measured in forms. So 1 form is 1 unit of magic energy. You would need 1 form to make 1 white pigeon or 3 small billiard balls. What's this thing?
A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that.
Ah, that must be the luggage. That's our travelling companion and the guy who will carry everything for us. Because if we single click Rincewind, he only has 2 inventory slots, one of which is a permanent item we're going to get in this area, and the other can be anything you want. Oftentimes you'll have to put something on Rincewind just in case he and the luggage get separated, which does happen. I'll probably bring that up when we get there.
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob.
Rincewind's wardrobe doesn't have a doorknob, so what? We have to open it with magic? Yeah, there's a demonstration of Rincewind's fantastic magic.
It's my money pouch, all right. Now, if I only had more of the fillings.
Seems Rincewind doesn't get much of a grant. Double click to pick things up. Single click into the inventory to drop them.
The problem is not so much having the pouch as having the fillings.
Yeah, Rincewind will keep the money pouch on him at all times. I mean, if you try to give it to the luggage, he'll just say, I'll hang on to this myself. So, first puzzle of the game is probably to get the luggage down. We do need to go and see the Arch-Chancellor first, but that's not really a puzzle. Double click to open the door.
Aha! Portalis Exitus, or the common doorway. See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know.
Yeah, another one of Rincewind's skills, if you can call it that, is just Latin jargon. There'll be times when he examines things and just gives them a fake Latin name. Pretty sure Portalis Exitus doesn't mean doorway.
Let's see. I think that one's my room.
Yes, that is your room, Rincewind. And why is it at the top of a very windy, rickety staircase? Something tells me the other wizards don't care much for Rincewind. Okay, so the Arch-Chancellor's room should be over here.
Oh, sod it, I'm all lost now.
You've only gone down one flight of stairs. What about this statue?
Yes, well, art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust.
Fair enough.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Dragon? As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here, standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
Alright, I'm going. Jeez. First, let's have a look around the Arch-Chancellor's office.
Golden thingamies. It must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
Indeed. I'm guessing that's a lot of academic awards that he's got there. You don't get to be Arch-Chancellor without knowing something about magic.
Ooh! Sparklies!
Sparklies indeed. Okay, there is one thing we need to do before we go and get that book for the Arch-Chancellor. We need to get the luggage down off the wardrobe.
I think this one leads to the Arch-Chancellor.
But we just left the Arch-Chancellor's office. Rincewind, you've got the directional awareness of Zorro from One Piece. So this one's the broom closet. Let's see what we've got in here. We've got shelves, a broom, how appropriate, and a small shape. Well, Rincewind has an inventory slot, so we can take...
Ah, looks like a witch transportation device. One of the older models, I presume.
Yeah, there are witches on the disc, as well as wizards. There's also sorcerers, but you don't ever want to meet one of them. They're quite dangerous. In fact, sorcerers are the only ones capable of creating their own magic. Wizards like Rincewind have to learn spells that have already been created. Right, if we double click the broom, we pick it up. Alright then, let's go pick up luggage. Okay, so when you want to actually use an item, you can just double click it straight out, but if you can't use an item straight away, Rincewind will just give you a very generic.
That doesn't work.
So we have to click out of the inventory and double click the item on the thing we want to use it with. Hooray, we solved our first puzzle. Now then, if we take a look at the luggage's inventory, okay, for some reason he's got a banana in there.
Fruit with its own wrappings.
Very interesting. Yeah, the luggage is basically an infinite inventory item. He'll follow us around wherever we go, and we can just keep things in him, because Rincewind only has the one inventory spot, so... and as you see, we can expand the luggage's inventory. Anyway, let's head downstairs and get that book. Okay, the library should be down here. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Well, this one's not a statue. I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.
Yeah. A frog with a lisp. That's unfortunate.
Well now, this door's all sticky. Why does it smell of fruit?
Yeah, that's quite ominous. Why does the door smell of fruit? I'll tell you why. That's because the librarian is an ape. A male orangutan, to be exact. Yeah, that might cause some issues. But this is the university library. As you can see, or as you can probably tell, it doesn't really follow the laws of physics. I mean, look at this bookshelf. It seems to be suspended in mid-air. That's probably because the large collection of magical books is screwing with reality. Let's take a look at some of them, shall we?
Sex Magic, the book of the 32 unspeakable acts, with a compendium containing several speakable ones, and 6 more that everyone involved would rather forget about. No wonder it's on ice.
Yeah, you would have to keep something that hot on ice.
Ah. Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
Yeah, we should probably leave that book alone. It's chained to the bookshelf. Anyway. So, if this guy's an ape, how did that happen?
Actually, on close examination, this would seem to be some sort of subtropical arboreal ape.
A magical accident in the library turned the librarian into an orangutan. He has since resisted all efforts to turn him back, much preferring the handy long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in public.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's ever actually... whether it actually happens in any of the books, but the librarian did get accidentally turned into an ape, although he prefers to keep it that way.
Must come in handy, stacked with all the latest monkey accessories. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Yeah, that's another thing. Do not say monkey whenever you're around the librarian. He hates it. But if we meet any NPCs that we can talk to, if we just double click them. Normally you get at least 4 topics of conversation to choose from. So we've got simple pleasantries.
Useful for exchanging pleasantries with somebody.
We've got jokes.
Useful for inflicting irony, sarcasm and bad jokes on people.
We've got asking a simple question.
Useful as a means of getting an answer.
And we've got venting anger.
Useful for venting frustration and anger.
And if Rincewind has picked up any relevant plot topics to talk about, they'll have their own unique sprites. I mean, this one being the book that we need to get for the Arch-Chancellor. But let's just work our way through the conversation from the beginning, shall we? On the one on the end is your...
Useful for leaving a conversation.
Or you can just click off the dialogue box to leave the conversation.
Hello? Ooh, Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Ooh, yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, ook, eek, ook. Yee. Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey. Ow! Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Yeah, I forgot the golden rule there, Rincewind. You don't call the librarian a monkey.
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while?
What did I just say?
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh! A library card! Why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey.
Yes, you did.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Yeah, that's another running gag. Whenever Rincewind gets hit over the head, he says, "Did you get the number of that donkey cart?"
Hey! Whose monkey is this?
Oh, come on.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Alright, let's actually ask him about the book, shall we?
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs? I see. Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Quite. Look, is there someone else here that I can speak to? Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey. Ow! Did you get the number of that donkey cot? No, I'll come back and get a book later. Yes, I've given up. No, not gibbon, monkey. Ape! Oh, damn! Ow! Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Okay, he's not actually going to give us the book unless we give him something in return.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
No, if we... What if we give him...
That doesn't work.
A banana. Single click, not double.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
There's the book.
Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Detect dragons from a comfortable distance or your money back.
Can we read it? We can. Okay, not sure what all these mean. There's a few pictures here. There's a staff. That looks like some kind of imp or goblin or whatever. A dragon, breathing. Some kind of coil thingy. And not sure what this is, but it looks like a frying pan, but without the handle.
I can't make head nor tail of these runes.
Okay, Rincewind can't read the runes. So we'll have to get it translated. Maybe the Arch-Chancellor can help us with that. Hello, sir. Got a book for you.
Now, with a desk like that, a man can really defer some serious questions.
Yeah, like the question of why you're getting Rincewind to do all this stuff.
As far as leaders go, the only reason I'd follow him into battle is out of curiosity. Why can't I just have an inventory window like anybody else?
Well, you do, but you can only carry one at a time. Anyway, we've got the book. Here you go.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
We now have the formula to construct Recordamento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the university board when we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous termaturgy, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
A sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well, don't just stand there. Off you go.
Alright, I'm going. Jeez. Anybody think there was a dragon on the loose? But anyway, we now have our quest. We need to find these 5 items to build a dragon detector. Well, we'll get right on that in the next video. The first item is in the university, but I think this is a decent point to cut off. So when we come back, folks, we will actually begin looking for the items that we need. I'll see you then. Bye.